Caffeinated Creatives with Danny Nagy. Alison Brazil is the guest today. Caffeinated Creatives. Let's get caffeinated. Let's get creative. Caffeinated Creatives with Danny Nagy. On today's episode of Caffeinated Creatives, I'm joined by Alison Brazil, a multilingual singer-songwriter, educator, and advocate whose work bridges music, culture, and community. With her signature Louisiana-Latin-Soul sound, Alison blends global rhythms with heartfelt storytelling, inspiring connection and creativity wherever she goes. She's performed across the Americas and Asia, collaborates with organizations like the Tennessee Performing Arts Center and the Nashville Jazz Workshop, and continues to use music as a tool for education, empowerment, and transformation. Her self-titled project, Alison Brazil, captures that same spirit, a blend of soul, Latin influence, and heartfelt expression that reflects her journey and message of unity through music. In this episode, we talk about her creative path, her purpose, and how she uses music to build bridges and move hearts. Let's dive in. Let's get creative. Let the espresso speak. Caffeinated Creatives with Danny Nagy. Whew, we got you into the show finally. It's been a long year coming.
It's been a long year.
Yeah. And everybody, this is the one and only Alison Brazil on today's episode of Caffeinated Creatives, where we talk all things creativity, entrepreneurship, the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything, because being an artist is not an easy thing. So let's sip on that. Ooh, I'm out of breath. I need to do more cardio. It's all the running around here.
That's what I'm saying. The good, the bad, the exhausting, the burnout, how many hats do you have to wear? I mean,
I have a lot of hats.
Danny, you have a lot of hats. Videographer, producer, musician, podcaster. Keep going.
Hey, I'm supposed to say you wear a lot of hats.
Husband.
That's true. But hey, you were saying my thing. I was supposed to say, Alison, you wear a lot of hats.
I do wear
You're an artist. You're an advocate. You're a mom. You're a wife. You're an entrepreneur. You think about building your own brand. You think about how you can enrich other people's lives with the music that you do. You have been creating this record for 5 years.
Oh my God.
So there are a lot of things we're gonna go into.
So
but
long.
I'm telling you, this got to be a part 2 possibly, because we're hoping to play a couple of songs for y'all. But
yes,
first and foremost, what inspired your record and what's the name of it?
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Okay. My record, what inspired the record is that I am a songwriter and I have not had a body of work that lives in the world permanently this whole time. Like, I have some things that live out there, but not like a cohesive body of work. That is what has inspired it. I'm a songwriter, perform live. Songs are like, that's an identity that I'm very comfortable in. But as far as like recording them and getting them down, it's been a dream for so long to do that. And it just like, why? Am I going to get rich off this album? No. Am I going to get discovered? No, guys. The purpose is to show, this is my body of work. This is what's important to me. This is like, these songs matter to me. I wrote them. They've stood the test of time. For me, they've stood the test of time. Like years, because it's been in the making for years. And I still like them. And I still like to perform them. And I still like to hear them. And it inspired me to get that body of work and not do it halfway. Which I will say, this album has been through, it's been through a lot. But it did go through, I went through several different iterations of like almost releasing an EP, almost releasing this, almost releasing that, and it just not being quite right yet. And I think some of that was fear, some of that was perfectionism, and then I think some of it was just like, no, it's not quite right. I do feel like it's right now.
Wow.
So that's fun.
Wow.
That's exciting.
Nowadays, I caught myself thinking about a lot of theoretical things like what is creativity? Where is motivation coming from? What is the reason I'm creating? Why are we creating as artists? Are we creating for ourselves? Are we creating for others? Are we trying to fit in a mold, try to be somebody else? Or all of these like existential questions or things that I think every artist should think about. And
Okay, but also, can I say that?
yeah,
Okay, I call myself a creative process advocate.
okay,
And I think that the creative process is not just for artists.
that sounds a lot like
Creative process. People need the creative process. Why do we create? Create, that is the basis of like, that's the source of life.
exactly. And you know who says that? Rick Rubin.
Oh, really?
I just read his book, and he calls everybody a creator by default.
Yes.
And it's so interesting because a lot of people who are not what everybody calls a creator, like a musician, artist. They're like, oh, I'm not creative. I'm not a creator. I couldn't draw anything. And I feel like a lot of people self-impose these limitations to
100%.
themselves.
I'm in agreement.
I think, and here's my simple thought
Okay.
about creativity. We are a body of being. We have our mind, and we have experiences. We have technical knowledge that we learn, and there are mentor figures or people that teach us things.
Yes.
So we are filtering all this knowledge and put out this thing that we call creative work, but it's filtering through our mind based off our experiences and the knowledge that we have. So the instrument is our mind.
Yes.
In my opinion. What do you think?
And the instrument. Okay. Oh, I thought you were going somewhere different.
We're the interpreters.
Yes.
So music lives in your head, and your voice translates it, and your piano translates it. But we are also somewhat limited to our physical ability to play.
Agree, because sometimes you may have it living here and you can't get it out, which is why like really studied musicians practice and 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 practice for hours and hours and hours of scales and scales and scales and scales. And I forgot to do that. Okay. Just so you know. But you practice so that what is in your brain can come out. And when the time comes, like jazz, which I was a latecomer to jazz. I wish I would have come to jazz earlier. I had a certain idea what I thought it was. And now I'm just like, oh, I don't know, this is my definition, but it's like, of course there's certain characteristics of it, but it's being able to move in the moment. It's being in the moment and to be able to converse with the musicians around you. And like that's my bank right there. That is what I love. And so, but it takes the discipline of learning how to make your instrument do that so that your mind and the moment you can make it happen on your instrument. I will tell you, I have put the time in with my voice. But if this is a confessional, I haven't put the time in on my violin. Okay. Me and my violin, we get in really bad fights a lot. But so I can't make what happens in my head come out. But yeah, I think the head is your brain, your mind. It is a really big instrument. And like my husband, he has not worked on his voice as an instrument. Okay. But he can't not sing. Like, oh, he can't sing. No, he can. I believe everybody can. But you have to work that instrument just like any other instrument. And some people it comes faster and some people it comes slower and some people reach a certain ability and some people don't. But he has so much going on in his head. And he's like, but it won't come out like I'm hearing it. And it's like, but you don't know your instrument, you know? So there's a certain kind of like connect. When you're in flow, this and your instrument.
Do you know the flow theory?
Yeah.
Did you know that was coined by a Hungarian? Mihai Csikszentmihalyi? I love the flow theory. It's not too hard where you're gonna be frustrated, but it's not too easy. So it's stimulating enough for you where you can sit and do something for so long that it feels like a little amount of time. Yeah, I totally I agree with you. And I also think that musical genres enrich you as a musician. It's like literally like languages. Like you learn another, like jazz music,
Yes.
rock music, prog rock, all
Yes.
that has their own like stylistic elements, instrumentations, arrangement ideas. And I think the way to create something different, it's to fuse them. It's like, nice to meet you. I'm this. I'm this. It's just like cooking. What would we get if we mix like Hondureños cuisine, Honduras with something else?
Yum.
And I think as artists, that's our job to kind of push those limits.
Agree.
I think.
And why do we create? To push the limits and to show things that are happening. Like lately, because the world seems so heavy, the world seems really heavy. And then we're in this information age where like we're hearing everything all the time. Every time I turn on the radio, it's like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and you just, or your heart hurts, or like this is terrible, or how. And it is like obviously I think there's actions that need to take place, but also the actions of a creative are really important. Why do we create art in heavy times when it seems like the world's on fire around us? Why are we like, I'm going to make this piece of art, I'm going to write this song, I'm going to, and it may not be about the terrible woes of the world, it may be about something different, or I'm going to, whatever we're going to do, however we're going to express ourselves creatively. Why are we doing that when the world is so heavy? I think that's one of the calls of the artist, one of the calls of the creative.
Yeah, and it's sometimes more of a mind game than an ability game.
Yeah.
Like, I remember as a younger musician, I would practice a lot and I would be sounding great. But then when it comes to like in front of people and you're like, oh, my mind just shut off.
Can I tell you I'm different than that? I'm not very good at doing it at home.
Interesting.
I can't. I have a really hard, in my maturity, in my years, and with some people that have like unlocked some doors for me on how to practice and how to be at home and do it by yourself, and learning about myself, I've figured I have some coping mechanisms, but that is not natural. Like I have a really hard time. I can't visualize it. I can't feel it at my house by myself practicing. I just can't. I have a really hard time. When I get on stage, the ideas flow. When I'm with other people, when I'm in the moment, the ideas flow, and I feel like, dang, if I'd only practiced, I could have done what just came to me, or I could have done it more effectively. But at home, the ideas don't come. Like I can't practice a solo at home or invent a solo.
I think that's in a way good because you also want to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
Because that's a different skill, I think.
It is a different skill, but it's like, yeah, you need both. Or it's nice to have both. It would be nice to have both. The skill of sit down and practice this. One thing I learned about myself creatively, I cannot, or I have a really hard time preparing myself for a show. I don't know what to practice. I don't know what to prepare for until I visualize what I'm going to wear.
Interesting. The image.
I have to have the image. I have to have, what is the stage? What am I wearing? And it seems so vain or something. But I think I need the image. I'm going to be wearing this. I'm going to be doing this. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. And then I can go backwards. Then I can take the steps that I need to go backwards to get me there. But before that, I'm just like, I wonder what I should practice. I wonder what I'm going to do. What songs what's the set list? I don't know. Like, I'm lost. I'm just totally lost.
Are you a spontaneous person, or you have
Yes.
to schedule everything?
No, I'm very spontaneous.
How's Jamil in that regard?
Schedule everything.
That is so interesting. With me, I'm the
Jamil
spontaneous.
is my husband, and he is our logistics manager.
He's good at logistics.
He's very
he
good.
Was very.
He's-
He's like my wife. She's like. Mm-mm.
He's very
That
good
is
at
my.
logistics.
I think we can relate to a lot of things. Very interesting. So going back to your record,
Yes.
I do want to be specific with talking about your record.
Yes, thank you.
What in your life experiences clicked and said, I want to create a story? And I know you shared that you wanted to bring out what Alison is because you didn't have a body of work. And I could relate to it.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of music that was on Spotify, but it's no longer there. But I'm working on the new thing, and it does take a while because you have to tap into feelings you haven't felt in a while. You got to bring yourself back, and sometimes it's difficult. It's difficult to think about heartbreak or loss of friendship, kinship, or things like that, and then be in that mindset and write. But sometimes you do need that break to write a fresher, more what you sounds like. Anyway, going back to you, tell me about the process, the songwriting, the themes that you're hitting, and what the record means to you. I know it's a very onion-loaded question.
Okay, I love it. It is onion. Peel the layers.
Yeah.
Peel the layers.
Layer one.
Layer one. Who is Alison Brazil as an artist? Well, I wrote songs for a lot of other people, or that was like kind of how I would tap in as a songwriter. Is like, okay, let's write a song. I'm feeling this. Like, let's write this kind of song today, or whatever. But it wasn't until my co-writer, one of my co-writers, a very good friend of mine who's from Canada, and we met at the NSAI, National Songwriter Association, spring training. And I think that, like, we go way back. I don't even remember when we met, but I think we're 10 years now. He's from Canada. He speaks Spanish and French, and obviously hablo español, and my heritage is French, Cajun French. My grandmother, who I just lost, she was a Cajun French speaker, and I could tap into those, and that like ignited my curiosity of like, oh, there's somebody else who's got like this French and this Spanish and English, and we can kind of play in this. And then that unlocked something of like, hey, I want to write a song for me. This is a song I would sing. And this is a place I want to put, like, I want the setting of the song to be in New Orleans. That's my favorite city. I want to sing a song about in New Orleans. I'm going to put myself in New Orleans. Let's write this, and let's infuse it with everything that New Orleans is. And then, like, I want to write a song that has Cajun French sayings in it. Laissez les bon temps rouler, or Mardi Gras, or what my other song is, like, C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Right? So I want to put these things. I am in the process of discovering Cajun French to be able to actually utilize it better. But I don't know, there was something about that kind of sparked it. Like, that's what I want to sing. And that helped me start, what do I want to say? And I'm a very big advocate and social justice person. But in music, I really like escapism. I like groove. I like escapism. I mean, I'm a singer-songwriter 100%. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story. But I want the escape of it. And so that helped me too, to be like, no, we have to have songs that make you feel good, that you want to dance to, that you want to get up and move. And then sometimes you can say something profound, but it can, get your feet moving. And then I went through like a huge life cycle through the album. And some songs that were originally going to be on the album didn't make it to this iteration, and we'll have some lagniappe. That's a Cajun French saying for you, which is like a little extra. Lagniappe is extra later. But the idea is like, this is the life cycle that I've been on, and it includes worrying about the world that we live in, and how do you get by day to day, and how do you adopt that, like, very Cajun, very Louisiana, like, we're gonna have a party, like during a hurricane. You party during a hurricane, because everybody knows
Really?
that after the hurricane you're gonna be cleaning up.
Oh,
Okay,
interesting.
so let's just have a good time, or pass the good time, and let's have a good time, and that's very my personality anyway. Like, let's have a good time now, and then we'll figure out the rest later. But there's that in there. That's part of my life of, like, let's encourage people, energize people, inspire people, energize people to take an action. And then there's the moments of, like, how can you walk in your being and be who you are? And that's me personally, but also trying to empower other people. There's songs of heartbreak. There's songs of, like, hot, steamy love. This is so stick to you type of hot. And there's, during the course of writing the album, I got married. There's a marriage song, or, like, a marriage song, a wedding song, I think better, appropriate. And that also came with my co-writer of So Long. He was just like, well, what would you want to say if you were going to write a wedding song? I'm like, oh, wedding songs, sometimes they're so cheesy. Like, oh. He's like, but what would you say? And it's like, okay, well, this is what I would say. Or what do you want if you had to imagine what your wedding was like? Well, I want it to be grounded. I want it to be simple. I want it to be surrounded by family. I want us to feel good. Like, those are the things that I want. It wasn't like, I need it to be 5 stars or whatever. I don't know. But that's on there. And then I got pregnant with my first kid. And I wrote a song while he was still marinating.
Jonas.
Jonas. And his song, which is so funny because I wrote it, and it's called Somersaults. He is still doing somersaults. Okay, still, like, he was doing somersaults in my
What is a
my
somersault?
belly. A somersault, like a cartwheel, like,
a cartwheel.
or like it's a forward wheel, like,
Okay.
a forward roll.
Really?
You know, like a somersault, like just boom, boom. Like, he was just doing that, and he's still my gymnastics guy, like just somersaulting around everywhere. I didn't write a song that, or, like, on the record, there's not a song for my second son. When I was pregnant with my second son, I was doing the crowdfunding campaign, which was so amazing. I learned that lesson from my first son, like, you need community. And I needed community to get through the pandemic and being pregnant with him, and then the just keeping him alive, really.
What's his name?
My second one is Samuel.
Samuel, yes, Samuel. I forgot, but Samuel and Jonas.
Samuel and Jonas.
Yeah.
And so Samuel, I would never write a song called Somersaults for Samuel. It doesn't fit.
I could imagine how to
He
somersault for
doesn't.
Samuel.
Yeah. He does not.
He's not
a gymnastic.
I
Like,
see.
he's not jumping off the walls. Jonas está por ahí, por allá, por ahí, por allá, but boom, boom, boom. And that's
funny.
exactly how he was. So I don't know. The record kind of takes me through, and then it speaks on things that are important to me, like loving our neighbor, and that's a really core belief of mine, and allowing people to have lives, and letting them be in the same world that we're in, and so I have a song that I wrote about that too. So it kind of touches on things that are important to me that have stood the test of time.
Wow. In one word, how would you describe it? How would you describe the record in one word? That was like a tongue twister for me. I don't know why.
Okay, well, I
One
don't
word.
know. I'm gonna say gumbo.
Gumbo. Interesting.
Have you ever had gumbo?
Oh yeah, I love gumbo. There's a place right here called Voodoo Gumbo.
Ooh,
Great place.
Okay.
You gotta go and try it.
I
New
never-
Orleans food, one of the
I haven't
best.
been to Voodoo Gumbo.
Have you been? No,
No.
never. Good. Sponsor us. Just kidding. You never know. A gumbo a day will keep the doctor away.
It'll keep
I
something
just
away.
made something away. In one word, what do you hope people get out of the record?
Mm,
I know it's hard. Or what feeling do you hope they get?
joy.
Joy. I like that. Gumbo and Joy. Very cool. And you said it was a solid 5 years of playing. How many people were involved in the record?
Listen,
that looks like a story, y'all. Maybe for the next episode.
maybe for the next episode. A lot of people. A lot of people. And
wow.
besides just the crowdfunding,
Mhm.
like that, people came together. My friends, my family, people who believe in what I wanted to do, and it took a lot for me to ask. And it was I'm so grateful. All those people are involved. And then shout out to Mandy Moon.
Mandy Moon.
Because she came in so clutch as a project manager, and honestly, not all of my music would just be sitting in hard drives somewhere in different people's studios.
Mm.
If Mandy had not, if I wasn't able to be like, okay, I need you.
That's
I need
a big
you.
compliment.
It's huge, and it's been a labor of love. I'm sure on her side, I don't know how much love. I think love.
She's something.
Yeah. But she has helped me so much. Of course, my husband has helped me. He helped from the very beginning. I mean, some of these songs, like one song that I'm thinking of in particular, I think only one song I had already written when I met him. And he used to be like, no, let's go do, like little coffee shop shows or little writers' nights or whatever. And he would bring his bongo or cajon or conga or whatever and would play with me. And he's helped me arrange some of the songs, the way that they come out into the world. Songwriting, you write the song. You don't think about the whole, how is this going to live in the world in the produced way?
Yeah.
And we did that live. A lot of the way that the songs ended up on the record is because how he helped me kind of formulate them live. So he's been huge. And producers Alex Rivas, who has since moved to Florida during these 5 years. And then also Gibran Sponchiato at Top Track Studios. He's been involved since the beginning. I don't think he ever thought I was going to finish. But we have finished, okay?
Crossed the finish line.
We crossed the finish line. I'm really, really thankful for that. And some great musicians and mixing and mastering Brad Tuller, who it was like he mastered the mixes that came from True Romance Sound. I mean, just a lot of people have really.
If you guys like what you're hearing and seeing, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. Find Alison on all social media platforms. Check out her record and check out this little exclusive clip that we made from her album release party. And again, check out her music. Thank you. People.
It takes a lot of hands.
A village, like
you
say. And we actually met on doing the crowdfunding. That's our original story.
Yes, that is our origin
Yeah,
story.
Mandy, sorry.
Mandy was like, "No, I've got a guy. I've got a guy." And I was like, "Okay, bring your guy in. I don't have time to deal with this." And it was such a blessing. That was such a blessing.
Yeah, we met there. Was it early 2023 or late 2023?
Late 2023.
Yes, late
About
2023.
November, December 2023,
But
right?
we wrapped, I think, January, right? Or something.
Well, we did. Honestly, I don't
I don't
know.
remember.
But I know that the crowdfunding started January 1st.
And when we were doing, so it was the iPhone Women video and then performance videos.
Yes.
So each stage had a performance video, and then early last year, you did another project, the Songs for Today. That's your advocacy side, because you're a big advocate and you're a great songwriter and you're a great teacher. I loved being involved in the class because that was a great songwriting course. And I've been thinking a lot lately, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think nowadays I will go to school and spend a lot of money on songwriting.
wouldn't either.
I think that's a waste of money. I know, and I went to Berkeley, which is a lot of money. I
Berkeley.
learned a lot, but nowadays there's so much information. And I think the most important thing is mentorship. Finding somebody who makes living in that field and can
Yeah.
teach you not only craft but also the business side of things, which I think is the most important.
So do I. I've been thinking a lot about that too, and I started in vocal performance, and I switched. I had like a scholarship I needed to finish in a certain amount of time. I moved schools. I switched. I did like a double major, and then I minored in music, and I majored in English, Spanish, and English. But I think that if I were to do it today, first of all, I wish at the music school, I went to LSU for music, and it was great, and I learned a lot.
I didn't know that.
I learned a lot how to roll my R's in voice. Gracias a Dios.
That's funny.
Because I couldn't do that before, and I'm a Spanish speaker, and that's terrible. I mean, not terrible if you can't, okay? But I wanted to be able to do that. And so my voice teacher taught me how to do that. I didn't make the studio the first semester, the voice studio. So that helped me to be like, hey, Allison, get yourself together. Okay,
Well
put in some
said.
time, right? There were a lot of things great about it, but I wish somebody could have mentored me and said, hey, you can learn. You're learning process, you're not learning product here. Because I was like, I don't want to be, oh no, that's our time.
Okay, we'll have a couple
We can
minutes.
wait.
Just let's.
Wrap
I
up.
love you to finish that thought, and I
Yeah.
wanted to talk just a little bit about your advocacy
Yes, let's
thing,
do it.
because I do think that's an important part
I
of
do
you,
too.
and you have a lot of cool things coming. So just,
Let's do it.
I would love you to finish that thought,
Okay,
please.
so finish my thought. I would have loved to be mentored, and these are processes that you can use. This is a process of how to go through practicing. This is a process of how to go through learning repertoire. This is a process of how to learn. Not this is the product, because I ended up thinking I don't want to be an opera singer, and that I wish somebody could have been like, but that's not really what you're learning. Your learning process. Okay, that's one thing. But if I were to go back, I would go to maybe side trade schools about business. Maybe not even go to business school. Maybe not even go to a 4-year university for business, but I would concentrate on business, because the longer I've been in this, the more I'm like, if you want to be a musician, if you want to be a songwriter, if you want to be a creative, you need to be an entrepreneur. And I don't know how to do that. I'm learning. We're learning.
That's exactly what inspired me to create this podcast. Because I do think that when I came out of college, no idea how to have a company, how to
No.
do finances, how to do a lot of things. And I wish that was something that I was taught.
Me too.
So that I would be ready to negotiate, have contracts, setting up for success. Because being good at music is one thing, but how can you sell what you know is an whole other can
A
of worms.
whole other thing.
I say, if you cook, if you're a good cook, but nobody knows what you cook,
True. Then how
You know,
are
you
you
can
gonna
have you can have the best song, the best
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That's why I say marketing and learning marketing, I think, especially
Yeah.
nowadays when millions of songs go
agree.
out every single day, music videos, things like that's why focusing on community around you
Mm-hmm.
instead of thinking I want 1 million fans, I want like 100, I want like a ever growing, but have
But
you know,
even what you're talking about, the strategy, that's business strategy.
it is a business
And
strategy,
that is
mindset.
that has taken us so long. I don't know. It's taken me a long time to get to be like, okay, this can be my strategy, and this was what it looks like now, and this is what I want it to look like.
Try and error, but I learned a lot. Shout out to Michael Whitaker because
Shout out.
I feel like working for him, working with him has given me a more realistic idea
great.
of it, and yeah, I wanted to mention. I know we got to wrap soon, but you have a lot of things
Yes.
going on in terms of advocacy
Yes.
work and songwriting. She's a great songwriter, teaches songwriting really good. Alison Brazil, look her up.
Thank
So,
you.
tell the audience, or if you have a challenge for the audience to try something, hey, challenge
Ooh.
them. Do you have a challenge in
I don't
mind? A
know. Let me think
songwriting
about it.
challenge?
Okay, so part of my advocacy is I believe that we are all creative and that we're creative because creativity comes from the source, and the source is creative, and we are created, yes. And that's part of our being. So I believe everybody has a story to tell, and I believe everybody has, through that expression, that creativity expression, we can work through things. So I did a songwriting series of workshops called Songs for Today, and it was to really process through the Covenant School shooting, this Covenant School tragedy here in Nashville. And unfortunately, there's so many school shooting tragedies that it's just an everyday thing here.
Unfortunately,
Now,
it's a whole other can of
that's a
worms.
whole
Could
other
be a whole
thing.
other episode.
But I do believe we need to
Yeah.
to think about it and talk about it and process through it. And this one hit home, so I wanted to do that in community and start that healing through songwriting. I recently, and you helped me with that, and we created a beautiful documentary. Go watch it, Songs for Today.
Watch it.
Yes, it's beautiful, and it was such an inclusive space and a place for community to express themselves through song. And all the songs came out different, which I loved. Like they're all totally different ideas and influences. You can hear where people come from. You can hear their musical influences and their community influences. And then we wrote a song in community, which is so
that was really cool.
powerful.
It was a very great experience. I wish I was part of it, but I was shooting. I was
You're
running
behind
around.
the scenes.
I can't
Gonna put you
split.
to work. But I get to do that again. I'm gonna be doing Songs for Today. Everybody has a story, and I want people to be able to tap into that place of what you have to say is important.
Mm-hmm.
Your story is important. Whatever part you want to talk about. Is it the daily life of going to the grocery store and whatever? Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's write a song about it. It's worth a song. Is it something tragic that's happened? Okay. Is it something joyful that's happened? Is it heartbreak? Is it love? Is it, it's just the human experience, and everybody has a story.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that means everybody has a song.
I think so. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we can only write through our own experiences.
Yes.
And I think what holds us back is fear of shame and things
Yes.
like that. Because we don't want people to perceive bad, and then now we're less like do it because we're afraid and things
Or
like that.
maybe we feel, yeah, we can feel like how people are going to perceive us, but it may also just be like, not the what I have to say, but the I don't know how to write the creative part. I can't do that. And then just, so the story never becomes a song or never becomes anything. You never express yourself because I can't write, I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't sing, I can't, all these things, which it's like all beings are creative. And I want people to be able to tap into that. It's such a beautiful.
I love that about you. It's so I would describe you as freeing. Like, I feel like I could be whatever, and you're like, right.
Yeah.
Acceptance, I think you're very accepting. I love how you handled all the personalities. Because that was surely a very colorful personality palette there.
It's true.
And
all communities are. All
which is
communities
great.
are, right?
Yeah.
Well, not all. I guess I shouldn't say all, but sometimes we get in like very insular communities. But communities are full of all personalities, all types of people. In true community, we're different generations, we're different genders, we're different religions, we're just different points of view, different everything.
And I think that's what makes it great, unique. And I think that's the only way that you can learn is by exposing yourself
Yeah.
to anything else outside of what you think. And if you have the ability to listen and understand and put down maybe feelings of what you think of something and listen to the other point of
Yes.
view, then you can get to growth there.
You just touched on that's super important. Yep.
I don't even remember what I said. I have to rewind it. But guys, this is gonna have to be a part 2
Yes.
at their spot, because we're gonna try to record a song or two and perform. But where can people find your song? And let's say people watch this a month from now.
Okay.
It's probably available. But if people are watching this next week or something, let's keep it evergreen. Where can people find it?
Okay. People can find my music on my website,
Okay.
AlisonBrazil.com. And I'm on all socials, Alison Brazil Music.
So it's Alison Brazil Music. No dots, nothing.
Alison Brazil Music and AlisonBrazil.com. And my music lives there. YouTube's the same way, just Alison Brazil Music. And stuffs are there. Songs are there. Things are there. And but yes, my website would be the best.
In one sentence, what would your message be for artists nowadays who are struggling, or young artists in the industry?
Caminante no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. Traveler, there is no road. We make the road by walking.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
my favorite.
I am goosebumping, mamma mia.
That's my favorite saying. Antonio Machado.
That was
Yeah.
great.
It's something I live by. Take a step forward. Take a step forward. There is no road. You make it. You walk a step forward in advocacy, in social justice reform, in creative process. Take a step forward. And
All right.
viene el camino.
That was, well, guys, that was part 1 with Alison Brazil, and part 2 will be on the making. But thank you so much. Go hit that like, share, and subscribe, and check out Alison's music, and check out the film that we created last year. Right?
Yes.
Last year,
Yeah.
Songs for Today,
Yeah.
very impactful. So we hope to impact people's minds, people's thoughts, and make change in the community,
make
one
change.
person at a time.
Amen.
That was
Amen.
very improvised. But come here.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. Oh,
Thank you
my
so
gosh.
much.
Thank you, Danny.
All right.
C'est la vie. That's what I said when you hung up on me. C'est la vie, baby. If I dial up your number one more time, I know what you would say. You pull me into that vortex, babe, into that toxic place. Been holding on with heart and soul, but is it time to let you go? C'est la vie. It is what it is. It was what it was. What we had is gone. C'est la vie. It is what it is. It was what it was. Now I'm moving on. C'est la vie. That's what I said when I called up my peeps. C'est la vie, baby. I said, come on over to my house. We'll turn up our favorite jam. Y'all can all help me chest and throw your hands up in the air. C'est la vie. It is what it is. It was what it was. What we had is gone. C'est la vie. It is what it is. It was what it was. Now I'm moving on. Gonna do the things that are good for me. Gonna dance for me. Gonna sing for me. Yeah. Gonna do the things that are good for me. Gonna dance for me. Gonna sing for me. C'est la vie. It is what it is. It was what it was. What we had is gone. Oh, c'est la vie. It is what it is. It was what it was. Now I'm moving on. C'est la vie. It is what it is. Yeah, it was what it was. Hey, what we had is gone. Oh, c'est la vie. It is what it is. It was what it was. Now I'm moving on. Take it out, Danny. Take it out. Hey.
C'est la vie.
Eso.
Stream it everywhere. Stream
Yes.
it. Go listen.